Hi and welcome back to week 4 of 3 in 15 Don't Freak Out Before Christmas. There we go. And yeah, this one is a week 4, so if you're following along in the group, this is the chance to get the measurements or see again what we did. And obviously this is the DD for our 3 in 15 one challenge. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I must say week 5 was a bit long, a bit harrowing for me because I've got to do so many, but that's my choice. But you know, if you do just one, that's fine. So I don't have enough scraps for my next one, so I'm just going to pick out some papers I can use. And it's easy. There we go. I'm just going to pop that one down there just for a minute, and then we need, well, we will need a paper clip. So I'll just go on. Okay, so first of all I'm just going to cut off the top tabs, strips, whatever you want to call them. There we go. And we'll keep them. Okay, so first of all we are going to be making this pocket here. Well, it's more of a flip than a pocket, so I think we're going to be doing that one. So the first one is 4.5 by 5, so I'm going to do 5 by 4.5. So I've got the birds the correct way. And then the next one is 3.5 by 4. So 4 by 3.5. And then the last one is 3 by 2.5. There we go. I will move them again, so I won't put them down on the floor. Okay, and I think DD did it on the long side, but I'm just going to have to adapt, and it's fine. I've done this before and it works okay and it fits to what we need. So you want to score 1/2 inch on the long sides and then just score them down. So just like so. And then we're just going to stack them one on top of each other so it looks like some presents. But we're just going to score these down a little bit more so they, you know, lay flat a little bit better. Just like that. And then we're going to put some double-sided tape on all the back flips. So I've run out of my 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to do this little bit here. Just like so. There we go. And I think that's, yep, that's run out as well. So what I do is I do the small to the medium and then the medium to the large. go. And we don't take off the last backing yet, because obviously we've got nothing to stick it down to. So even this isn't like a Christmassy journal, I still think that what I'm doing still works. Because you can do it as a birthday journal and stuff like that. So that's what we've got. And there we go. And then we can add like a bow on the top, paper bow on the top and stuff like that. So that is our first little item done. Our second item is, I'm just going to see if I can grab one of these, is one of these little page flags. Now I think this is really cute. Oops. It would help if I done the right way around. There we go. I really do like these. And I need to grab some fabric. I'm going to grab some green. There we go. So we'll grab these little strips. And on this one we need 3 5 by 1 3/4. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them all down to 5. There we go. And then I'm going to cut them all down to 1 3/4. I have done these by 1 1/2 and they still look okay. There we go. Oops. Just going to cut that last one again. There we go. And then we need a piece of card. We need to cut this at 1 1/2. I'm going to score it and then cut it because sometimes my blade just plays up. 1 1/2 by 2 1/8. And then we need another one at 1 3/4. By 2 8/4. There we go. And then I suggest, because once you've done one, you will do lots of others. And I suggest you get a piece of like card or something for your loop size. Now you can use anything from wire ribbon to fabric, anything really. And you want it at 2 1/2 by 1 1/2. And then you just put it onto your fabric and then cut it out. And yeah. I have made so many in different styles. I just love them. There we go. So I'm just going to keep that one in there. There we go. So now we've got all our bits together, and you need a paper clip. You need a paper clip. I use a stapler and I use hot glue as well, just to keep everything together. But whatever fabric or glue you want to use, then you can do that. So I'm going to play around with these. I think I'll have them that way. I'll do one with birdies on top. And do that way. So once you've worked out how you want it to be, you want to put them all together and you want to make a V cut, like a banner cutting in the bottom, so they're all the same. If you go pinch, you can do that as well, but this is the quickest way I know. There we go. And then after making so many, you tend to get into your own routine. So I place them like that, how I want them to be, and then I just fold them over, just like that, and then I just score, I just bone fold it down, and, and then I just trim off at this point anything that's like hanging over. And then I get my glue, and I use just wet glue, and we're just going to run the glue down that side and those two flags, because we won't be the side open. So we're just going to glue this down, and then we're just going to pop that one on here. I'm just going to make sure that it's stuck. And then again, we want to do the same on this side. So again, just run a bead of glue down that one and your bottom flaps, and then just place them on there. And there we go. And then if you've got any overlapping, you know, you can now just trim it off, just like so. And then you want to get your material folded in half, and then you just want to place this. If you're not too sure how thick your pens are, just grab a pen and just put it in so you know roughly how much you want to leave it. And then I just staple mine. We will be coming back and putting decoration on these, and then depending on which side you want your page flag is depending on which side you put your paper clip down. So I'm doing mine so it fits onto the right hand side of the page, and then I'm hoping by now my hot glue is ready. And then I'm just going to put some hot glue down on here, and then I'm just going to push it down, and then I'm just going to make sure that it is adhered to here. And then you want your biggest piece of card at the back, and then your smaller one at the front. There we go. You can round your corners. I will after this, but I've misplaced my corner rounder. There we go. So that is your page flag. So again, once you start doing them, you know, I haven't made hundreds, but I've made a few. And the next one is going to be a tag that goes in. I'll show you which tag. So I've got spare ones now. So this is the tag we're using, and we have got a ribbon closure, and then I will come and I will put in some paper for there. So I just need to go over and just grab some ribbon, which I can do very quickly. There we go. So on this one we can pick any, I'm going to use this side for outside, I think. So we need a piece which is 7.5 by 4.5. There we go. Do I want back one outside? I'm going to have this one on the inside. I've changed my mind. And you want to fold it just about halfway on here. And you want to score it down. And then on this other bit, you just want to fold it not all the way over. So it's like a bit of a gap. I would say about 1/2 inch gap. So it looks like this. And then you want to cut your corners to make a tab. Because I've already got a pre-one cut, I'm just going to use that one. It's my guide. There we go. So it opens up to be a tag. So this will fit into your pocket one, first pocket we did. And then on the back, I'm just going to use some double-sided tape. About halfway. And then I'm going to get some ribbon. This is Soft Succulent from Stampin' Up. And then you want to grab your ribbon so it's about equal distance. And then you want to just make a bow. This one. There we go. And adjust your bow to how you want it. And then we can cut off any excess ribbon. And I'm going to keep those bits because I can use them in other projects. And that is your little pocket for your first tag. And then we've got a bonus one for this week. So I'm going to keep all the same papers because it's just easier. And I'm going to see if I can get any of them out of these bits here. So the first one is 3 by 3.5. So it's 3.5 by 3. And then the next one is 3 by 2 3/4. Now I have adjusted these measurements to fit my pocket. So if you find that you need to go up or down, then please do that. And then the next one is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. There we go. Now then, we do need a piece of card, which I'm going to use this piece of Soft Succulent cardstock. This is just out my thing. And then these are going to be stacked gifts. So like the theme of the journal, I think, is like gifts and that, with what we've been doing. So we're going to have them stacked up like that. Now then, you can leave a border, but obviously everything's going to be free-handed or not. And I found that with my measurements I can't have a border, but with your measurements you might be able to. Depends on how. My glue doesn't really have a fine tip, so it does sort of leak inwards. So that's why I've had to adjust my measurements. And plus also I am following the English paper, so our is about 1/2 inch difference, and sometimes that does make a big difference with the measurements. So if you're in America, your measurements will be different to the ones in the UK. So just like to mention that. But if you're in Europe, I think you follow the our paper size. So swings and roundabouts, and then, you know, and this goes in the back of your pocket one, and I will show you with my book one. So you just literally cut this out. Like I say, if you can leave a border, then, you know, leave a border. If not, then I don't think it really matters. And what I do is I just go down to the edge, and then I just cut into, and then just take the bits out. So just like so. So that is the 4 projects for this one. So in fact, if you just bear with me, I will find pocket one. So this is the pocket we're using. So the first one just tucks in, oops, see, I need to reglue that, tucks into that one, and then this one tucks into the back, tucks into that pocket there. There we go. So that's your first like pocket done type of thing. We're not too sure if anything's going in the back of there yet, but I am sure that it will be. And just while I've noticed it, I'll just put that in there. There we go. So that is the 4 projects for week 4, and I must say I love the fact that I'm doing it in like three different ways. I've been doing it in Christmas, Halloween, and this one, and I must say I am loving all of them because they are all so different. But no, that is for week 4, and we will see you again for week 5 next Sunday. Okay, bye now.